30 to 40 gallon hanger in the back filter on the side. Hopefully this one lasts really long. It should. It's a really good brand. I modded it out a little bit, hot rodded, I like to call. We added a sponge to the bottom of our intake. Inside of this here, there's another sponge that's connected to the motor. Then in here, if I can lift it, it won't go up. I'm not messing with it. But in there, there's a regular carbon filter. Eventually, once this fully cycles and goes through its chemical bio load issues and so forth, that will get swapped out, and stages will get put in there, some bio balls and things like that. Then we have the heater that's off into the side. And the water ain't too cold, it ain't too hot. I will be kicking the heat up. This is factory set to 70. The fish that are going to go in here, the main two fish are high temperature fish, meaning they're 82 to 86 degrees. They like warmer water. And then we have a sponge filter. I believe that's a 20 to 30 sponge filter. Now, that's a lot of flow. So right in this area is going to be heavy flow, which I kind of didn't really think that out too much, because the goal is for them to breed. Eventually, if I get a proper pair, and if I even get a female and male, they're most likely going to do it in this area somewhere. I might have to add some smoother rocks because they will lay their eggs or stuff, but this wood is pretty smooth. So I'm guessing it's going to be somewhere in this area. But remember, I'm going to get another plant here, another plant right in there. There's going to go one here, and then off in that backside, as you see all that room, that will get some plants. Then some smaller grasses will go up around here like this. I want this area just to be focused on just vegetation. I'm gonna add some more plants in here. Another taller plant off into the back. But giving them room so that their roots can grow and add off other change, so on and so forth. So this tank is going to take some time to do its due diligence. And what I mean by that is, so when you add wood to a fish tank, this thick foam will build up on top of it, and that's just the beneficial bacteria and things like that eating at the wood and trying to get themselves buried into the wood. That would take about a week. And I haven't even tested this yet, but it has to go through a cleaning. I'm going to be wiping down the top, cleaning down the glass, doing not a water change, but adding just a little bit more water to it, because as you can see where our bubbler is, so that water has to be topped to about maybe here. So when the water evaporates, it doesn't just leave the air going nowhere, if that makes sense. But just a little update on the tank, letting you guys see it. Mind you, the first video of me doing this hasn't even been dropped yet, so you'll be seeing this before the video or after, depending how I feel and how, if it makes sense or not. And I am getting sick, so you probably can hear it in my nose. Then we have the quarantine tank. Quarantine tank is ready to quarantine. The bubbling system is all hooked on to one filtration like I wanted it. There was 2 here at one point. The gadget came in. These are very handy when you have multiple tanks. And that's just the 3 gauge one. You can get these up to like 10 I've seen so far. Once this basement goes to the modeling that I want it to, all these wires will get removed. It would just be so perfect. I can't wait. We're already starting with tanks. So for already this is just one racking system. Imagine when the other racking systems come in here. Look how good that looks. And to be honest, I kind of like the light like that. It kind of has a mysterious look. Rather than just one light all the way across, shining the same amount of light throughout the tank, you have kind of a light in the dark going through it. So I may be thinking, I have other light systems down here. I can try a few other different kinds. Getting a light and just hanging it on this side to where it maybe does the same type of flow, but from this side that way. Because the plants are mainly going to be on this end. Even though these plants do very good with no light. Like these were grown in a little like flower pot type thing, and halfway inside water. And there was no light over them, and they grew really big. Look at this one. And the crazy thing is, I can actually snap these all in half. This can get snapped into 2 pieces. That one can get snapped in pieces. The one in the back already snapped when I was putting it in. So it's gonna grow a whole nother chain. Hopefully it didn't snap in the wrong spot. This one right here can get snapped and that little piece can come off. That's it for the video. Just wanted to update, give you an idea on pretty much the setup and how it looked. What is he doing? That's kind of weird. Never seen him do that before. The water's warm. You alright there, buddy? Check it out after a couple of days since the last video. I just gotta clean the glass up, but it is looking nice. It still doesn't have all the plants. Still waiting for the plants to come out. Have this little light for now, but it will get one of those lights there, and that light will get chained up underneath here, hanging over this, so that the plants that I'm going to get can actually grow appropriately. I have to buy some better tweezers so that I can root these better, making sure that all the roots are inside. That one right there is just pushed in there. It's not even inside the soil. Eventually the roots will redirect themselves downwards. Gotta clean up off the rim. That's old water buildup. So let's talk about the mechanics of this filter, well, this tank.